On July the 17th, 2021, Light in the Attic Records release May the Circle Remain Unbroken, a tribute to Roky Erickson. Now, normally I'll avoid tribute albums. They do nothing for me. I find that they are for the most part a pointless exercise. But there are always exceptions to the rule. And I feel that this album could well be one of those exceptions. Rokys' songs have so much depth to them that to hear other artists cover them, people like Lucinda Williams, Jeff Tweedy, Billy Gibbons, Nico Case, Gary Clark Jr. and Mark Lanegan, could give a completely different take on what is some stellar material. So far we've had 2 songs dropped from the album. Jeff Tweedy's covering For You, I Do Anything, and Nico Case, Be and Bring Me Home. Jeff's cover captures all of Rokys' achingly beautiful love song. It captures it perfectly, and on this and the original you can hear the distant echo of another Texas musical legend, Mr. Buddy Holly. The only version I've heard Roky do of Be and Bring Me Home is a very poorly recorded demo track. Nico Case takes Rokys' basic sketch and turns it into a wonderful, atmospheric, epic folk song, which is quite simply stunning. You know what? I think this is going to be one hell of an album. So I'd like to follow this with a little piece about Roky and his career. Now, Roky was one of the pioneers of psychedelic music. He was the leader of the Texan-based band, the 13th Floor Elevators. The Elevators were probably the first psychedelic group, exploring rock and roll while under the influence of LSD. Though after 3 years, the band just fell apart. This was due to legal wranglings and mental health issues. Roky found himself incarcerated in a hospital for the criminally insane. It seems when Roky was incarcerated in that hospital, he went through all kinds of weird and horrible treatments and suffered all kinds of abuse. When he was released 3 years later, he started recording again. Right up until his death on May the 19th, 2019, Roky's career pursued this strange and erratic path. In a world where everything is right and just, Roky Erickson should have been a massive star. He had a fantastically powerful voice, especially suited for rock music. He had this wonderful gift for melody and killer hooks, and could produce great riffs at the drop of a hat. Now, I'm not going to speculate on Roky's mental health. That's not for me to comment on. But as a songwriter, he explored these strange, otherworldly landscapes, and the songs he produced from those travels sounded like no one else. I first came across Roky when a music journalist friend played me an EP, and this EP was on some obscure Texan label. The first song was Two-Headed Dog. It was just Roky on acoustic guitar and vocals. Children nailed to the cross. Pain does not look our hell. Certainty is not a spell. Sweet waste from a well. Two-headed dog, two-headed dog. I've been working in the Kremlin with a two-headed dog. Track 2. I have always been here before. From the gargoyles to Stonehenge, from the Sphinx to the pyramids, religious temples praising the devil right, to the devil's club as it strikes midnight. I have always been here before, allowing my mind's call of no love. Incorporate more, never stops his flow. I have always been here before. This track had Roky singing what would have been the guitar line, and track 3 I'm sure was Click Your Fingers, observing the play. It was only one man with an acoustic guitar, but you felt you wanted to dive right into it all and lose yourself. It was that powerful. Remember, this was the time of Frampton Comes Alive, Steely Dan, Disco, ABBA. There wasn't nobody else out there exploring these territories. Like I said, Roky's career seemed to follow this strange and erratic path, and after this EP I kind of lost track of him until he popped up in 1981 with an album called The Evil One, which is chock-a-block full of classic Roky Erickson songs, especially the 15-track 1987 reissue. They revisit Two-Headed Dog, Click Your Fingers, Creature with the Atom Brain, If You Have Ghosts. Erickson is backed by a kick-ass band that remind me so much of the Stooges. It's a must-have album. Another great album which I can truly recommend is True Love Cast Out All Evil from 2010, where he's backed by the band Ockerville River. Pop Matters summed the album up perfectly. It's a staggeringly life-affirming work that sticks to your soul long after the final notes ring out. If you've never heard Mr. Erickson and you like great rock music, please go and give those albums I just mentioned a listen to. I promise you won't be disappointed. So, thanks for listening. Please stay safe, stay well, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.